Guys, bringing you today a video, a first impression. I have just a few new products to show you guys. Not even to show you, just to try on. I thought I'd film it. The main one, and why I have 2/3 of my makeup done right now, is from Estee Lauder. This is a concealer. It's the Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer. And I bought mine at Ulta last night with my sister Morgan. Got it in the shade 1W Light Warm Undertone. And I think this is going to be a good color. I love like yellowy concealers. Hopefully it's light enough as well because I do like a highlighted under eye. But I've been using Maybelline Fit Me concealer for a while now, and I do really like this. However, I feel like I want a little bit more coverage than this provides. So when I was at Ulta, I was thinking about getting the Shape Tape again, even though I feel like it's kind of dry. I was thinking about getting it because I do at least like the full coverage. But then I remember my favorite YouTuber, Tati, Glam Life Guru, who recently tried this concealer and she really liked it and continues to like it. So of course I wanted to try it. I'm gonna set it with powder and all those things like I typically would. Mostly I just want to see how it wears and if it's more full coverage than my Fit Me concealer. So I got that. I'm excited to try. So the other two products that I'm going to try, one is this Mega Length Mascara from Wet n Wild. It has a really tiny wand, like one of those wands that's plastic but like has barely any little bristles on it. It's just really small little spikes. And I wanted to get this for my lower lashes because it's so tiny, so we'll see how well that works. And then lastly, I got a lip gloss from recommendation from Nicole Guerrero. Like you guys probably do, I get 99% of my product recommendations from YouTubers that I like and watch. She's been really loving these Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer lip glosses. This is the one in number 66, Too Cute. There's a really nude one too that's called Tease, but she liked this one in one of her more recent videos, so I thought I'd try this. It says it's super shiny. I did swatch it. It looks a lot like an Anastasia lip gloss in the way that it is super pigmented, and I don't know. I'm excited. We're gonna try it out. I have a decent amount of my makeup done, so we'll just continue from here. So I'm going to be applying this with a EcoTools sponge. I just got this as well last night. This is my second one, and I feel like it feels a little bit firmer or more firm than it was when I first bought it. But by the way, this smells legit like paint, which some of you guys I know would be like, I can't do this, but I love how makeup-y this smells. Like it reminds me of like MAC Studio Fix makeup, the Estee Lauder foundation. Like it just smells like old school liquid makeup, and I love that. I love that it's a doe foot as well. Alright, so already I'm like, I could kind of stand for this to be like a little bit lighter, but I think it'll work. Also, I have only intentions of getting more tan because I hate being as pale as I am right now. So it felt really creamy. It kind of reminded me of the what's it called? Fit Me. Coverage actually looks good so far, especially for using a sponge. Obviously the sponge is going to soak up some of it. I just remembered, I think Jaclyn Hill tried this and hated it. Wonder why. I don't remember why, but yeah, I mean, it is a little... I know people are going away from it, but I love a highlighted under eye, so I will set it with like a lighter powder. The coverage is definitely better than the Fit Me. Definitely. I'm gonna have to do this because like the light is so insane. It looks good. Like I'm not like, oh my god, but I do like it. I mean, you can see the difference. It definitely does not at this point. I mean, maybe it'll dry down, but it doesn't feel too dry. Like it goes on really creamy. The doe foot also comes out with a decent amount of product. Like you don't have to dip back in. This concealer at Ulta was $28. Which is freaking expensive. Shape Tape is $27. I thought it was like $24, which, yeah, it's $3 different, but that $3 seems like a lot to me. Like, Are you kidding me? Almost $30 for a concealer? Like, that's just so much. I mean, if it's like changing my life, then yeah, I'm gonna buy it. But otherwise, that's so annoying. I really like it, honestly. I think it looks nice. So now I'm gonna go ahead and set it like I typically would. And what I've been doing is using 2 different powders, which is completely like me. Like, do I even need to explain? Like, I'm so over the top with my makeup sometimes. This is the powder I've been using forever and ever and ever, amen. This is from Sephora brand. This is the Micro Smooth powder, the lightest one they have. It's in the shade Light. And first I go in with the sponge and I make sure to tap out any creases. Then I go in with this powder and I'm setting it. And I use this again because it's light and I want to highlight under here at least a little bit. I like it. It's definitely more coverage. It doesn't feel too dry at all, which is something I was a little bit wondering if it would. All right, so I'm going to continue the rest of my face here, and then I'll come back and do the mascara and then the lip gloss. Be right back. Okay, so rest of my makeup is on. I just want to put on the lip gloss and then the lower lash line mascara. And let's try out the mascara first. Okay, so first impression, like, it's not really grabbing onto my lashes. Like, it's coating them, but I feel like it definitely is taking longer than I feel like it should. Like, my favorite lower lash line mascara is the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash in the blue tube. But, you know, I would love to be able to buy a $6... No. A $6 drugstore mascara instead of a MAC one. Like, it just seems unnecessary to me. And why I'm trying to use a specific mascara for my lower lashes in the first place is because my lower lashes are so sparse and so short that, like, I seriously feel like there's like parts of my lower lash line where it's like there's just like a chunk of no lashes. That's probably kind of dramatic, but I have a bad habit of like peeling my mascara off and like crumbling it off my lashes, and I'm sure that does not help at all. But yeah, it looks like, guys, I'm gonna need a recommendation because, like, I'll use this since I have it. It wasn't expensive. Wet n Wild typically isn't. It's okay. I'm not excited about it. Maybe if the brush was actual like bristles, like a traditional mascara wand versus this like synthetic rubberized wand, maybe that would work better for my lower lashes because that's what the MAC one is like. But first impression, don't really like how that went on my lashes. I felt like it was too much effort and didn't even do that much to me. Okay, so let's go ahead with the lip gloss. I did line my lips with my favorite MAC pencil, which is Boldly Bare. And I'm not going to wear anything else, I don't think. I just want to see how this performs. Again, this is in the shade Too Cute. I really do like this applicator. It has like a slightly pointed tip, and then there is that divot there that holds a decent amount of product. See how pigmented that is? I'm like a tad bit wondering if it's too pigmented because it's really, really pink. I mean, not really, really pink. Like, it's definitely wearable. This is not as crazy shiny as I thought it was going to be. It's definitely shiny, but this is a lot more like a cream liquid lipstick than it is a gloss. Like, okay, so let me show you a couple things. This is Anastasia. This is in the shade Undressed. This reminds me a lot of this. Full color cream liquid lipstick. Like, it's hard to call this a gloss. Yes, it is super glossy, but it could go on, it's so opaque, it could go on your lips totally by itself. And then let's look at this one. Very, very similar formula. Very, very similar. I mean, and this one is a very like baby pink, which is really pretty. Like, it definitely is. I'm gonna be honest though, I really, really prefer, I'll show you a couple. If I'm gonna wear a gloss, I want it to be like high shine gloss, like wet. Like, I really like that gel, like super, super wet, shiny. So I'll show you the difference. Sephora brand lip gloss. This is in the shade Outrageous. It's a plump effect lip gloss. Cool applicator on here too. Okay, you guys are gonna be like, same exact thing. Let's see if you can tell here. So this is the Sephora one. Does have a lot of color. It definitely does have a lot of color, but there is a sheerness to it and a very high shine. Then let's look at this one. This is a small version of a Buxom lip gloss in the shade Sophia. And this is their full-on lip polish. Okay, so this is a good enough indicator. I'm having to do like 2 and 3 swipes to these last two to show you what the color looks like. Whereas these, 1 swipe full color. Now that can be a great thing, but you're not, I don't feel like this is nearly as shiny as, so this is the Buxom one. You can see how much more sheer that is, but it stays so shiny. So I'm actually gonna put this Buxom one on top and you'll be able to see. Like, already my bottom lip is like glass looking. Can you guys tell how much shinier that is? I hope you can. To be honest, these two are not my favorite. I mean, I'll try them both a couple more times, but these may be something that I decide to return. I'm kind of wishing that I would have gotten the most nude shade that they have, which is called Tease, because now that I know that this doesn't sheer out and it's very like full-on color, I kind of feel like if I was going to stick with this formula, I would rather stick with a very nude and not so much of a pink. Don't get me wrong, it's a very pretty pink. Like, I definitely like my makeup. I think it's nice. The concealer, I think, is really good. I can't see it changing how it's wearing. I will try to come on here and let you guys know, but it's not like, I mean, okay, I set my concealer, like I set it. So it is, with how much I set it, it is difficult for a concealer to crease, but it does still happen with some concealers. That's not happening with this one. It looks very smooth. It doesn't look too dry. A problem that I had with Tarte Shape Tape is that I felt like it was borderline cakey, kind of dry. Everybody loved it so much that I think it was so hyped up that when I tried it, I expected miracles. And I was just like, I mean, it's good. Like, now that I haven't been using a high-end concealer, it's making me crave a full coverage, which is, like I said, why I bought this one. And I definitely feel this is much better coverage. It does look very smooth, very, very smooth. And like I said, doesn't feel dry, doesn't look thick, doesn't look cakey. All right, so that is it for this little mini try on. And I will come on here again, like I said, let you guys know what I think, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, it's Natalie, doing my final check-in for a video that I filmed last week, and I am driving, so I'm gonna pay attention to the road, but just let me. So I did want to come on here and let you guys know how I feel about the concealer. That was the one that literally I'm explaining this, but like you guys just saw the clip. So basically, I really like this concealer. I'm wearing it today, and we're not in like studio lighting or anything like that, but my under eyes look really good. I really like how the coverage is of this concealer. It's not a cakey full coverage, but it's a full coverage. And it's not drying. The Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, if you've ever tried it and then been kind of scared away from trying the Double Wear Concealer, which is kind of how I felt, the Double Wear Foundation can be very dry. Like, if you're a dry skin person, I just would be shocked if you loved it. I'm not. So I do like it. I do not mind the like dry, like plastered feeling it gives your skin, which sounds really bad, but you guys know what I mean. Where am I going? So that's not a feeling that I would want to have underneath my eyes. And so that is something that I was concerned about. This does not do that at all. It's full coverage, but it's not cakey. It's not creasy, and it does not feel dry. I really, really like it, and I definitely am glad that I bought it. I definitely would recommend you guys trying it. There are some really good drugstore concealers. I just, like I said, wasn't getting enough coverage out of like the Maybelline Fit Me, and so I am really glad to have tried this. I do want to mention how I feel this compares to Tarte Shape Tape. I do not really care for Shape Tape. Like, I like it and I can get it to work if I use very, very little product, but it is a little too dry for me, and then also it can be very, very creasy. And I've been using it since I started that video like a week ago, and I definitely wanted to come on here and give you this little clip here to show, you know, how I actually feel about it. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I will sign off now. Thanks again for watching. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel and like the video with a thumbs up button down below. Takes 2 seconds. I'll love you for it. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.